Just here getting back to a new cat dog review, and I do apologize yet again that it's been about a month since the last review on cat dog. Yeah, time just flies basically, and it's just didn't keep track of when the last time was it was basically August, which again I do apologize. But we are back with the next three. Which there's a short one after this first episode. There's a short one, then a regular length episode. So yeah, we start with the first one, which is another good one, and it starts with Kat wanting to go to this museum, but of course Dog is not wanting to go to this museum that they end up going to, which is a pretty cool shaped building, and we see this tour that is happening, and of course, yeah, Dog is just whining, not wanting to be at this museum, and they see this new exhibit that is coming soon, which is this T-Rex fossil museum part of the museum, and yeah, Dog actually starts smelling something good, and it's this giant fossil of a T-Rex, which of course Cat is trying to tell him that he cannot eat it, and the security guard tells him do not touch or you'll get thrown into museum jail and end up being into bones themselves. And yeah, they get thrown out, and of course Cat is just trying to get some sleep while Dog is dreaming about that giant T-Rex fossil, and yeah, it has a cave dog as well, and even biting Cat on the arm. And they realize when they that yeah, all of the bones from that fossil is in their bedroom. And apparently Dog was sleepwalking, and they took all of those bones from that T-Rex from the museum and took it all the way to their house. Which yeah, of course they're gonna have to do something before they get caught, which they head back to the museum, dragging the bones with them, and end up in the sewers as well, which then they get them out of the toilets, which, very gross. And a security guard comes by and notices them, and how did they fit that whole sack into the toilet? That's what I want to know. Which then they start re-getting the bones and reassembling it, which is really neat looking. And yeah, the guard comes back in and gets run away, gets scared when they make the fossil talk. And yeah, of course they end up in museum jail at the end. And yeah, Dog saying that they got plenty of bones to eat, which yeah, we see all the different people that were in it, and Cat is afraid that he's become a cannibal. But apparently it was a dream, and he doesn't want to go to that museum. So yeah, apparently, I'm guessing that whole thing was a dream. Like that whole visit at the first place was a dream. I'm guessing. I don't know. Kind of confused. And then we go to the next one, which this is a sort like one, but it's another good one with Winslow. Yeah, Winslow is something else. And yeah, he's just showing different clips with CatDog. Like Cat trying to read this papers, and Dog just pouring all this hot sauce on this taco and making Cat just burst out fire, and yeah, just literally roasting Dog. And even when it comes to riding bikes and getting chased by Cliff and his gang, and them getting their necks caught and ending up getting Cliff and his gang crashing, which then they get beat up, and yeah, them in the bathtub and having this wave come out of nowhere, and they end up surfing and even hitting Winslow, which then he says that that'll be it for the whole Winslow's visit, this whole Winslow title of the episode that he says. And then we go to the other one of this review, and it is another interesting one, and it starts with everybody getting surrounded by this lady, and yeah, that Dog or Cat is very in love with, and Dog kissing this picture of Mexican food. And yeah, the lady is looking on her soulmate, which Cat believes that it would be him. And yeah, of course, the guy at the front door gets them and tosses them away, which then they go into the back where the kitchen is and sneak their way inside and yeah, get over to this table, which then they see the lady, which yeah, the cat is just drooling and Dog sees these peppers, which he eats all of them, and yeah, the effects as well, which is quite funny of how hot they are. And he just sees Dog. Dog just sees Cat is just still in love. His face though can't stop looking. And then they sneak over, and then yeah, his belly starts digesting the peppers, which causes him to have heartburn and burns this plant as well. And he doesn't know why he can't stop coughing out fire. And then he realizes that it was Dog's fault that ruined this for him, which then the rabbit tells them to get him out. And then this guy actually compliments of how great his meal is, of how very on fire it is, which then they get CatDog a job on continuing to do that what they did to with the customers, and even having this daydream that Dog has, and going up to the table and trying to breathe fire, but of course it's not happening, and coughs out a bone and a banana peel, and realizes that Dog is eating trash, and they're trying to find some more peppers, but all they can find is soap and man, so much soap. And then they find these peppers, and yeah, gets Dog to eat it and eats it himself, which then they breathe out fire, and yeah, they're just breathing fire all over the place, even going outside the building, flying into outer space, and even destroying the whole building, which yeah, they then get fired. And then he helps the lady, which then she's very grateful on Cat and saying of how she's finally found her soulmate. But then he accidentally breathes fire on her pet, and of course she is angry with him and leaves. And then of course he breathes fire on Cat. Dog does after saying that look on the bright side, you still got me. But yeah, very interesting episodes here. I'd like to know what y'all think. Let me know if I spoke. Get the next one.